Okay.
That was last time.
Never. Have you read on Facebook all of our meetings are done back here in the back rooms? Have you read all that?
Didn't like the charter amendment.
Ain't wrestle. You never saw him yet?
I believe we're ready. Thank you all for being here this evening for our call meeting, November 6, 2014. Give you the Reader's Digest version. We're here tonight because there's an event taking place next Thursday that's going to have several of us away, and so essentially we moved all of the business items from the 13th to tonight. We're going to deal with those, and that's why we're here. understand Reverend Billy Dean may not be here this evening, but Dennis, would you be willing to lead us in our invocation and pledge to the flag? Everyone, please stand.
Please join me in prayer. Our most kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you've given us, Lord. Lord, we thank you for this wonderful city that you've given us to live in, Lord, to raise our children in. Lord, we thank you for these fine folks that have offered their service, those that have offered the last 4 years, and those that will soon be rolling off. Lord, we thank you for their service. Lord, those that will be coming on, we thank you for their willingness to serve. Lord, those that ran in the recent election, we thank you for their willingness to put their name out. And Lord, for public scrutiny and all the things that go along with elections, Lord, we thank you for them being willing to do that. Lord, we pray now that you'll bless in everything that's said and done tonight. Be with those who are sick and afflicted among us. These things we ask in Christ's name. Amen. Join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Janet, if we can have a roll call, please.
Mayor Lambert.
Here?
Vice Mayor Bethune.
Here.
Councilmember Gravitt.
Here.
Councilmember Manning.
Here.
Councilmember Sewell.
Here.
City Manager Hyde.
Here.
City Attorney North.
I trust everyone has had opportunity to review the consent agenda, the items contained therein. We have a motion in regard to that.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Bethune.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Sewell.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. This time we will entertain communication from citizens. If you are a resident of the city of East Ridge or a business owner here in the city and would like to come forward to bring a comment, question, or concern before the council, this would be your opportunity to do so. If you would come forward to one of the two microphones here at the front, state your name and address for the record, you will have 5 minutes. Vince looked like he was having to restrain himself.
I was showing him where he had 5 minutes.
Been there, done that, the whole run, sure.
All right, that's it done. We will move on to communication from council members. Mr. Manning.
Nothing this time, sir.
Mr. Bethune.
I just got a few things. I just want to thank the people that supported and backed me in the past election. It's been a good 4 years. Enjoyed every bit of it. I want to congratulate the candidates that won, which would be Mr. Sewell, Mr. Cagle, and the mayor. Congratulations to y'all. Just glad to be part of the last 4 years to see our city grow, and it's going to grow more and more and more. Believe me, there's a lot of great things going on, so y'all just hang in there and watch it move, and it's going to move. Enjoyed working with all the employees, and we do have one more meeting, but that will be the bringing in of the new people. So just want to say thank you to everybody. I'm good, everything's good. So let's just go forward with our city, and got one of the best attorneys, got halfway decent city manager now. And I don't know about this one over here. I haven't figured him out yet. Anyway, and I love this man here. He's a good man. He's been here for 12 years, I think. How long you been here? 10 years. 10 years. So just everything's good. So let's just go forward. Stop all the bickering amongst. Keep all the negatives down. Let's pull the good up. All the stuff that you see on Facebook, let's bring it up to the good, not the bad. Okay, that's my request for the city. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Sewell.
I'd just like to thank the citizens of East Ridge for giving me the opportunity to serve 4 more years. Been on council 8, and Jim said, the city's, there's a lot more happening in our city. It's gonna be a lot of big things. When I'm dead and gone, this place not gonna look the same either. So it's really, I think, going to improve. There's a lot of good things gonna happen in our city. And I've enjoyed working with Jim.
Thank you.
And hope he stays involved with us.
I got grandbabies and a lot of other things to do now.
No, you stay, come and see us.
Well, I'm gonna come to Bradshaw.
Keep it popping.
Yes.
Thank you. Mr. Gravett?
My name was on the ballot yesterday in a different capacity than city council. Was on there as state representative, and I certainly do appreciate and thankful for everyone's votes there, even though I was running unopposed. And I would like to echo Mr. Sewell's comments. It's been the past 2 years serving with Vice Mayor Bethune has been a privilege, and look forward to Councilman Cagle coming up here and serving and taking his position and helping the city move forward.
Thank you, sir. Don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I want to echo what has already been stated up here. I'm very appreciative for everyone who supported me, but beyond that, I'm very grateful for everyone who offered themselves for service, and that would be mayor, council, every other elected position. As any of us can attest, who's done it, it's not easy. It's not easy, and so I'm grateful for that. Grateful for everyone who took part, who got out and exercised their right to vote. A very basic right, privilege that we have here in this country. And I'm also want to congratulate Mr. Cagle. Look forward to working with you, Mr. Sewell. And I also have an appreciation for my opponents in that past election. And I'm grateful for, again, your willingness to serve. And you know, we don't always agree on everything, but I think we want the best for East Ridge, and that's at the heart of it, and that's what matters. And so, again, thanks to everyone who participated. We have a very bright future here at East Ridge. We're going to see good things happen.
I hate to interrupt you,
Sure.
but also I want to say I appreciate all of you. I've had the honor to work with, including Vince down here, all of you live. And, but it's been an honor to work with everybody. And appreciate everybody that's come out to all the meetings and all the people that run. Like the mayor said, all the people that run for office. And people that won. Thank God for all of them. And like I've said over and over, and Vince has said this 2 or 3 different times, put it in God's hands and God take over. Put it in man's hands and mess up. We'll just put it in man's hands, we'll go forward. We'll leave God's hands, we'll get it made.
There you go. Also, it'll be remiss if I didn't say congratulations to Mr. Gravett, of course. It was a foregone conclusion, obviously, but congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Do have a couple of other things non-election related. American Legion having a fundraiser barbecue tomorrow and Saturday, November 7th and 8th. And there's one more event going on. Yes, of course, the Veterans Day service on November 11th here in front of City Hall. We get to dedicate the Vietnam Memorial, which is a wonderful thing for our city. We get to pay tribute to those who gave their all for us, and we're grateful for them. So that's all I have. At this point, I'll turn it over to the city manager.
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of things. I was going to mention the ceremony on Tuesday at 11 o'clock out front in City Hall.
Also, the Christmas parade coming up on November 22nd at 6:30, so if you need to, want to enter, have a float you want to put in there or participate, please just see Amanda. The American Legion also requested that we put a banner up. I've kind of given it a blessing. I think it's happened before, so I hope that's okay with y'all that we're going to put that up. It kind of happened suddenly and get it on here, so I took some liberties there. I'll be one of the people that I hope that with your blessing to go to the Governor's Economic Development meeting next Thursday in Nashville, so I'll be out at that, and the next week I'll be at some PREMA conferences in Nashville, risk management, state risk management things, so just keep me posted there. Want to fill them in on the financials?
Yes, Mayor, members of the council, we typically present financial statements the first meeting of the month, and as the meeting was rolled back 1 week, we'll have those prepared next week, and we'll send those out as soon as they're complete to each of you. We'll post them online after we send them out.
Thank you, sir. Now, you have.
Yeah, Mayor, let me take just a few moments to congratulate this Charter Study Commission for a good job and all their absolute hard work. As you all know, the amendments passed in all respects, and I appreciate their service, their hard work, their stick-to-itiveness, I guess you'd say. And perhaps at some more appropriate time, we can recognize that. I see a few of the members here tonight. So, you know, thank you all for your hard work and job well done.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. At this time, we will move into the business portion of our agenda. We do have a couple of changes I would like to mention. Item B under new business was not ready for tonight, so we will not be considering that. I'll pass it like that. So item B under new business, we will not be considering tonight. Item F under new business is another thing that has been pulled, and item I as well. Also, one note on item G under new business, that has been given a resolution number 2446, and it is included in the packet.
2446.
Yes, sir. At this time, we will consider item A under old business, ordinance number 980.
An ordinance of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, to amend ordinance number 971, entitled an ordinance to provide revenue for the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, for the fiscal year July 1st, 2014 and June 30th, 2015, appropriating the same to the payment of expenses of the municipal government by designating fund balance in the general fund and drug fund and changing the expenditures of the general fund, drug fund, and capital project fund. Here on second and final reading.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. We have any comments at all? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Thune,
Yes.
Councilmember Griffith,
Yes.
Councilmember Manning,
Yes.
Councilmember Sewell,
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. That motion is approved. Item B, ordinance number 981.
An ordinance of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, to amend East Ridge zoning ordinance number 481, here on second and final reading.
Explain that a little bit.
Yeah, in fact, I've got this Yost here from my office, but basically what that does is bring the zoning ordinance into current, what I'll call reality, designating and establishing the East Ridge Planning Commission, provided previously for the Hamilton County Planning Commission. So it doesn't add anything that the current zoning ordinance, current zoning procedures do not include. It just brings us up to speed, primarily what you call technical amendments.
There were some language things that needed to be cleaned up as well. I think it still referred to the East Ridge Commission, City Commission, a couple of things like that.
Again, technical amendments, no substantive changes in any.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance number 981.
Okay. We We have a motion and a second to approve. Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Quinn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Stoll.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, if I may,
Yes, sir.
this just clicked something in my mind here. After every election, it seems like we have people that roll off of the assorted boards and commissions. At our next council meeting, can you have a list of the boards and the names of those individuals that are going to be rolled off and who needs to make the reappointments?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. It's a very good point. Okay, under new business, item A, resolution number 2442.
A resolution of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, honoring the life of Luther Massonville, 1922 to 2014.
Make a motion to approve it.
Sure. We have a motion and a second, and I will read this. We talked about it the last time, which we thought it would be an appropriate thing to do. Let's see. It's not in the new packet. I know it's in the old one, though. I didn't see that. There it is. Of course, everyone who's been around here for any period of time knows Luther, knows about Luther and what he meant to really this region, not just Chattanooga, East Ridge, and all the surrounding communities. So we talked about it and thought it would be appropriate to bring to council a resolution that would honor the life of Luther Massonville. And the language of that resolution is as follows. Whereas William Luther Massonville, simply known as Luther, began his radio career at WDEF on December 31st, 1940 at the age of 18. And whereas Luther personally signed on WDEF television in April 1954, when the station joined the CBS television network, informing and entertaining listeners and viewers in his own unique style. And whereas Luther received 2 prestigious Marconi Awards, was a member of the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame and the National Radio Hall of Fame. And whereas Luther was the longest-running broadcaster in the history of the world, on the air at the same station for his entire career of 74 years, except for 2 years he spent serving his country in the military. And whereas Luther was the only broadcaster to announce live on the air the bombing of Pearl Harbor and the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks. And whereas Luther always helped East Ridge and the Chattanooga area residents, telling them of school closings and giving weather updates, will always be remembered for his Lost and Found segment, reuniting pet owners with their beloved family members. And whereas Luther's motto of doing the right thing because it's right applied to his entire life, not just to his life behind the microphone. Now therefore, be it resolved by the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, that the contributions made by Luther, known as the Voice of Chattanooga, to the City of East Ridge and the surrounding areas will always be appreciated and will never be forgotten. He will be missed. Be it further resolved that this resolution take effect immediately after its passage, the public welfare of the city requiring it, adopted on this 6th day of November, 2014. Do we have a motion? Already got a motion in a second. Any other comments? I did. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Quinn.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravitt.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Stoll.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. Item B, we already discussed, that has been.
Hold it represented to Ms. Will, perhaps Frank.
I think that would certainly be appropriate then.
Yes, sir, to some form, we have
Excellent.
that. Thanks.
All right, item C under new business, resolution number 2443.
A resolution of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, approving the application for and acceptance of the fiscal year 2015 Tennessee Department of Transportation's 2014 multimodal access grant.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second. Any other comments or questions on this meeting? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Dean.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravis.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Stoll.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. Resolution is approved. Item D, resolution number 2444.
Resolution of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, awarding the Clean Energy Grant Energy Monitoring System for the HVAC units for Camp Jordan Marine.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comments?
Tom, can you remind us what this is for? I know it's for HVAC for Camp Jordan Arena, but can you elaborate a little bit? How much, matching funds? And I'm assuming that the HVAC units really did need to be.
Tom Craig helped me out with this, Thad. It was a total, wasn't it?
It was a 50/50 matching.
50/50
funds,
on
the
it.
energy grant.
And then we added the monitoring system out of suggestions by all of the people that bid on the HP, on the units. And then that's something that we put in also.
Okay. And it says that they were open today?
No, we actually opened the HVAC unit bid back almost 2 weeks ago. What they opened yesterday was the monitoring system,
Okay.
which goes along with it. And we recommended that we stay with the same person that we got the HVAC units from.
Those were open today?
No, sir.
Okay.
They were open yesterday, wasn't it, Diane?
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Forgive
Yes.
me. The date is correct. I was wrong there on the date. Okay.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Dean.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravis.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Stoll.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. Resolution is approved. Item E, resolution number 2445.
A resolution of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, approving the application for and acceptance of the fiscal year 2015 Tennessee Department of Transportation Safe Routes to School Grant.
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have our second.
Just to confirm, this is a 100% grant, correct?
Sir.
Okay.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Dean.
Yes.
Councilmember Gravis.
Yes.
Councilmember Manning.
Yes.
Councilmember Stoll.
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes. Item F, as we discussed earlier, has been removed. Brings us to item G, resolution 2446.
Discussion and take action on integrating the city court's computer system with Hamilton County system.
Hello, Judge. How are you this evening?
Good evening. I appreciate it.
The actual text of the resolution is in the okay. Sorry.
Well,
Yeah, I think the judge is here to explain a little bit of it to us, and then we can take action after that.
whichever way y'all want to do it, doesn't matter to me.
I'd rather go ahead and hear you.
Basically, what this is, I've been on the bench for 2 months now, and I think there has always been a recognition that there are some quirks here in the clerk's office, and it's become readily apparent that the computer system or the software that is used by the clerk's office, and I think it's through local government, is very antiquated and doesn't come close to meeting the needs of what we do here in the court now. I believe the city pays right now about $5,000 a year to be on the local government computer system. What this interlocal agreement would do with Hamilton County is Hamilton County would come in and write a computer program that would integrate with what is used by Mr. Dean's office in the criminal court clerk's office, which serves criminal court and general sessions court. But it would be tailored for our needs here. The beauty of it is, as an example, it takes the clerk now approximately 2 days of pulling all the paperwork and hand typing the docket each week. I think last Tuesday, not election day, but prior, it was a 10-page docket, single-spaced, about 300 items on it that they have to go in and hand type each item in it. With this system, you hit a button and it prints the docket. Also, you can pay fines and costs online. But the bigger import to me is that it gives me the availability of seeing a defendant that comes before me, what's going on with them in sessions court or criminal court. As it is now, someone comes before me and I have to sentence them for some reason. I have no information other than what possibly we could get out of our system here. This would integrate it. It would allow Hamilton County to know what we're doing with an individual. It allows us to know what they're doing. Also, when the DA is here and working out cases and discussing cases with defendants or defendants' attorneys, they can have their laptop like they do in sessions court and know immediately what's going on, what kind of priors they have, and impose appropriate sentences. The cost of this, it's approximately a one-time cost of $25,000 that would be paid out over the next several months on a monthly basis as they do work. It will take several months to get it up and going. They'll come in, they will retrieve all the data off the current system, input it into our current, into the new system. They will train the clerks on how to operate it. It will all be via secure network, and it will really improve everything for the clerk's office, and it's more for the day-to-day operation and making a more efficient clerk's office ultimately.
Okay.
So am I to understand that the way it is now, you don't really, you sitting up here, you don't have any knowledge if anyone has any priors or anything like that?
In Hamilton County, I
In Hamilton.
have no way of knowing. And it's been like that for years.
What about, are we gonna need to make any hardware upgrades?
I gave a list to the city manager, and I think all what they provided was, I think we're already there, close to there. There might be some minor needs, like a firewall and things like that, but nothing, no huge
Any
issue.
upgrades in computers or anything like that?
I think they all already operate off Windows 7. I'm not positive. I don't know all the details. I provided that list and said, this is the preamble to what needs to be done. I don't think there were any concerns.
$5,000, which would
Okay.
combine it, but
So total cost is approximately $30,000, software, hardware.
Right, and then after this initial year, it's $250 a year.
So what you're saying, anybody that comes before you, their priors will come up on the screen up here.
We can pull their name up for Hamilton County. We would not run an NCIC report, but for Hamilton County, which most of the folks, if they're in trouble here, they're going to be in trouble downtown, and I would be able to see what they've got pending down there. If they have current charges pending, we just don't know.
I'd like to see our courts updated, and to update, we need the equipment to update them with.
Right, and this is basically a software update.
And 25, you said 25,000?
It's
And there is an
approximate-
annual fee, correct?
$250. And the city pays now for local government somewhere over $5,000 a year, I believe. So it will pay for itself at the most in 5 years.
So what really could happen, you could be sitting here talking to somebody and give them a sentence, and they may have a prior in that same thing, and you not know it.
I've got an example where that happened. The girl stood right here and said, I've never been in trouble for anything in my life. I sentenced her and it was bugging me. And the next day I checked downtown, she had had fugitive warrants out of Georgia and all kinds of deaths and things that I didn't have knowledge of.
How far will that take you back? Do you know the years it'll take you back? Is it like 5 years?
In Hamilton County?
Yeah.
No, it will go back.
All the way back.
Mr. Dean it goes all the way back. They inputted everything back in Hamilton County. And the beauty of it is, they will know in Hamilton County what East Ridge is doing also.
Good. I'm gonna make a motion to approve. This is my last meeting, so.
The resolution has to be read
Will you
first.
say, will you read the resolution? Well, it don't have to.
If you'll read the caption now, that'd be great.
Resolution of the City Council of the City of East Ridge, Tennessee, authorizing the mayor and city manager to execute the attached interlocal agreement with Hamilton County to share software and information in the Hamilton County Criminal Justice Information and Management System.
You changed your mind.
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the resolution.
I'll second. We have,
Who's that?
we have a motion, and take your pick on the second. Take your pick.
Can I ask where the money's will be coming from?
That's a question from the court.
Well, and I would point out also, comparing to August, which was the last month of the prior court administration, in the month of September, we collected 55% more than they did in August. In the month of October, we collected 65% more than they did in October. So I think there will be enough funds coming out of.
Can you put that in dollar figures?
It's about $20,000 more than they did in August, comparatively.
Well, this
About
makes
$10,000 a month.
court system, I mean, basically,
We would, that money goes into the general fund, it goes into general fund fees and fines, and I would recommend likewise, it's a one-time operating cost and then the continuing operating cost, taking the same from the courts, or just amending we could in fact amend this budget amendment.
I don't think you have to.
Your collections are up over last year, same period last year, enough to cover what they're asking for.
Right, I think we've exceeded already in the last 2 months.
But we can do that or amend it next week.
Yeah,
Bring it up.
we could amend it, in the future ways.
So does that mean you're being tough? Is that what that means?
Some people say that, I don't know.
That's the word we need to get out.
All right.
We gotta hang on to it.
Do we have any other comments or questions? Okay, roll call, please.
Councilmember Thune,
Yes.
Councilmember Gravitt,
Yes.
Councilmember Manning,
Yes.
Councilmember Sewell,
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. You judge and to our court clerk as well. Thank you both. Okay, next item is item H, discussion / take action to cancel the November 13th regular council meeting. As I mentioned earlier, and as was discussed actually, I think the city manager talked about it earlier, the governor's having an economic council or conference. And so Mr. Gravitt will be here, the city manager will be gone. That's why we moved some of the items to tonight. So if anyone would like to make a motion, we will entertain one.
Make a motion to cancel November 13th meeting.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I won't be. I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to cancel the November 13th meeting. Any comments or questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Thune,
No.
Councilmember Gravitt,
Yes.
Councilmember Manning, Councilmember Sewell,
Yes.
Mayor Lambert.
Yes.
And I'll just get
All right, item I has been pulled, as we discussed earlier, and that is the last item of business. The city manager did ask me if he wants to make an announcement.
I apologize, Mr. Martin, how hard work's been going on down in the park. November 15th, I really, really want you to do this. I went through it last night, the Christmas lights. Spectacular. They had a little sneak peek last night. We got to drive through there, and it's gonna be 2
You didn't send out a memo?
It was undercover, it was a last minute thing. Mr. Martin sent out.
Probably send out an email.
Maybe you just didn't get it. Have you opened it yet? Mr. Martin sent me an email, so I just assumed. But no, it's.
Oh, so throw it on him, throw Stone under the bus now.
So whoever that next budget.
So it's really going to be a wonderful thing, and it benefits the Needy Child Fund. There's also a concert on the 21st, a gospel concert on the 21st at 6 o'clock, $5 to get in, and a toy, and all that benefits the Needy Child Fund here in the street. So I apologize for not mentioning anything for
And we will have an account tonight, we only go through the previous process.
Yes, and it is, and the concert will be in the arena.
No back now.
Could you remind everyone of when the swearing in is going to be, the swearing in ceremony?
Swearing in ceremony is on December 8th.
And that is a
Monday night. We will post it, get it on the website. The 3 victorious candidates are here, so we will be in touch. But I believe it's at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I'll have to, let me double check before we get out of here. So I'm on tape. Everybody remember, it is at 6:30.
6:30. And also, obviously, we always have some kind of great event going on down at the park. This weekend is the coin show, I believe. That's
And a more than 200-team softball showcase tournament that starts on every field tomorrow night at 6 o'clock and goes through Sunday. There will be a lot of folks in East Ridge this weekend.
Wow, that's great.
That rain sleeps.
All right. Yes, so, yeah, there's no other meeting in the month of November. With that being the case, we hope obviously to see you on Tuesday for Veterans Day, the dedication of the Vietnam Memorial. If we don't see you then, or at some other time, Christmas parade, of course, November 22nd. If we don't see you then, this sounds really weird. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I can't believe we're saying that, but have a happy Thanksgiving if we don't see you at some point before then.
Mayor, before you just miss me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let me say this right quick. Everybody will, please, and tell everybody else, please come out for some more service. It's something very, very important. It's a great event. They've said earlier, someone said earlier, got some names on there, if you have a life for us. And if they hadn't done it, we wouldn't have been here. But please come out, give us out some more service. Tell everybody else, just pack this place out. Veterans Day, and just really pack it out. Let everybody know that East Ridge cares for our people and search for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you all have. Yes, sir.
And we do have one sitting back here, Don Hill, who served in Vietnam.
Yes, sir.
And I think Mr. Lambert also.
That's right.
So I did also, and you know what? I think Don was you not wounded? I was. Yes. So,
Well, we could talk about this all night, but I just want to make a quick comment in regard to that. Obviously, I'm a history major. I love history, and you know, our folks who went to Vietnam, some of the most underappreciated people in the history of our country. You all deserve it. A hero is welcome back. And you didn't get it. And so, Absolutely, absolutely. Miss Taylor, Miss Elaine Taylor, helped keep a fire lit underneath the council for several years to get this done. And she's going to be here. She's going to be able to share a few words with us. It'll be a special day.
And I actually went to school with 4 of the guys out here, so I played basketball with one of them, and the other 3 played football.
Wow.
One got shot down over Cambodia in an F4, he was pilot in an F4. That was Larry James. And I think, did you not know one now?
Waiting for
Wayne Ford.
John Darrell.
So we all got a little bit of interest in this thing. So,
You know, everybody else out there, we call them.
yeah, is there anybody else out here that didn't get their name called for Vietnam? So,
That's right.
yeah, we appreciate it.
That's right. We appreciate everyone's service, and we hope to see you on Tuesday. It'll be a special day. Thank you all for being here this evening. This meeting is adjourned.
Hey, you doing?